There's always a difference between preseason games and official games. Now football is back. Unlike before that we were playing in the preseason and some clubs are doing well while others are not doing. Now is the real business. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Adem Studio, where we bring you daily updates and tips on what is happening in the world of football at large. And by my side here is my co-presenter by the name
Otaogene.
Otaogene is a Manchester United fan. I know you will not say it, but I'm telling you people now. He's a die-hard Manchester United fan. He's not even hiding it. And you guys know what happened during the weekend. So that is what we are here right now to discuss. Yeah. So my brother, what do you have to say about what happened? Do you have what you are telling the audience? So,
like I said in our last series, it's just one game. You know, this is the Premier League. We have a whole year to go. So I like your energy. You are starting. You guys are hot.
Yeah.
It's not about how fast. It's about how well. So keep things on the low. Be positive. Other teams are there to compare. I mean, we saw what happened over the weekend. The likes of Man City, the likes of Liverpool. You know, despite the wins and the draws they both had, it was not an easy game for them. So this might run like this throughout the whole season. And I mean, based on what you've seen, each team in the league has improved drastically, and you cannot take that away. So that is why the Premier League is what it is. The intensity, the energy. That's why we fans just like me and you love watching this league. So yeah, stay optimistic, but still be scared.
Somehow. Yeah. You people will always say football. The league just started. It's just one game. But then you've lost the point. You've lost it too. As it is right now, Manchester United have 0 points.
37 games to go.
Wait.
37 games to go. I mean, that's context there.
Do you know that this match that happened during the weekend can actually make, like, it can be the reason why you will not qualify for top 4, or maybe the reason why you will not win the league.
The window is still open. I mean, so there's room. I mean, business was done today. We're seeing Newcastle, we're seeing Man City, so there's a lot of business that is meant to be done to make sides improve. So this, if you know this, then exactly that is why you should be concerned, and you should give them this liberty to see what can happen with the current squad and how they can improve. And that's why I'm a bit, very positive and optimistic with my team, that there's a room for us to look at where we, the loopholes we have and how we can improve them. So yeah.
Personally, this is game that each game that you play counts.
True.
And the fact that the window is still open does not still dispute the fact that this game can easily affect your entire season.
I disagree.
It can. Even if you attract Ronaldo and Messi tomorrow in your team, there is no way you are going to tell me that you will replay this game against Hull City.
There is a second leg. This was at Hull City Stadium. They'll come to Old Trafford. And I think based on what happens in Old Trafford, you can then give a proper verdict. It's just 3 points lost. But we have the chance of regaining that point back later in the league, and that probably next year. So this is why like I said, this is a very dynamic league. You have to expect anything from anybody. I mean, so you won against Coventry, but you might go to their own stadium and struggle to get a point. So I think we've seen this. This is football. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. But the only point I'm trying to make here is that this game is not knockout stage. It's not a game that maybe if you lose at home, you go to that person's room and try to knock them out, maybe by goals or margin.
That's why it's
all about point. But then that is why we are not here to banter. So I have this one question that I want to throw to you as a Manchester United fan. Do you think Michael Carrick is going to make it? The reason why I'm bringing up this question is because of the fact that when he took over as a Manchester United manager last season, he took over when Manchester United only plays sometimes once in 2 weeks. Once in 2 weeks. Sometimes once in a week. So, and during the end of the season, Manchester United were like, they have gotten the man, this is the right man for the job, blah, 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 whatever their mind is telling them. But at this point in time, Man U will be playing in the Champions League,
absolutely,
in the Premier League, Carabao Cup, and also FA Cup. And with what we are seeing, with what all of us are seeing right now, do you think Michael Carrick can be able to cope with the intensity and the fixtures, playing maybe every 3 days? Do you think it's what he can handle?
I mean, based on what he did last season towards the other half, I don't think there's any football lover who will see what he did and not want to give him a chance. This sport is all about belief, it's all about confidence, and he showed that across the other half of the season, and that's why we retained him. So you might call it a gamble. I mean, and I think that's what your question is all about. If I'm certain about him performing, it's a gamble, and how he perform is subject to time. I can't really tell. Do I want him to perform? Absolutely yes. The earlier the better. He might be standing on the wrong. He might start wrongly and not in a very perfect way, and this is very normal for any other coach. De Zerbi had a very bad start with Tottenham. Is he a bad coach? No, that doesn't make you a bad coach. It just makes you look at things and okay, there's work to be done, and how and where you should improve. So I'll give him that benefit of doubt to see us to a very, very good season, basically.
Okay, if you are to judge by what just happened,
it's too early. It's too early.
No, I said if you are to judge,
still too early. Okay. You need to understand that we're in a transition phase. And I don't think the board of United are actually putting on so much pressure on him to say he has to do so much.
Okay.
So unlike Arsenal, I strongly believe his priorities are a bit lower. I don't think any management will say go and win the league. This is his first full season, so his objectives for the season are a bit minimal compared to what Arsenal. For an Arsenal, Arteta's objective might be to win the Champions League, because you guys have set the bar for yourself. So you're looking at United, who hasn't won the league for 13 years, and you just bring in a young manager. I think that's very important in this conversation. He's a young manager. This is his first stint at the managerial job, so you have to give him some level of flexibility. Arteta did his own after 6 years. Don't forget that. So these are the things that make me say, okay, let's see how it goes. So there's room for growth.
And I think the problem here is not Manchester United board,
okay,
or maybe their players, or maybe the manager. I think it's the fans. I think it's the fans. This is my reason. This is my reason. Yeah, it's the fans. Manchester United is the biggest club in England.
Yeah.
This is me saying it on air. Manchester United is the biggest club in the GMU. And the problem now is that their fans are still having they are still having that mindset that yes, we are the biggest club. We need to come and achieve everything at the same. For the fact that we qualified for Champions League, we need to just come and win. But then, I think if I'm to advise them at this point, they should put back that mindset of we are the biggest club in England.
Okay.
They should learn how to go through that process, because everything do face challenges. Even us, Arsenal, we started from somewhere. At a point we were building. Yeah. This Martinelli that want to sell now to Al Hilal, he came in 2019. We bought him from a third, fourth division club in Brazil.
Yeah.
He came in, we bought him for £6 million.
Yeah.
He was riding. That is how we keep upgrading. This season, we will sell the ones that are not good, bring in better players to replace them. Yeah. But then Manchester United, what they have now, they should know that it's not what they are going to use and compete. This is me saying it, and it's the fact. You can't compete with the midfield of Yuri Tillman, Kobe Mino, and the rest. You can't come in and compete with a club with Liverpool that have Gravenberch, McAllister, experienced players. You can't come in. They should just understand the fact. Arsenal in their midfield, they have in their defensive midfielder Declan Rice, Bruno Guimaraes. We have the likes of Odegaard Eze. We have Zubimendi as a sub. We have Lewis Kelly. Those players, we have Calibas. So they should understand that this should be something that need process.
Okay.
They should go through it and be able to have that patience with Michael Carrick.
However, wonderful squad depth. I think you guys have cracked it over the last couple of seasons. But will you tell me that with the number of games and tournaments you'll be competing in, your coach will be able to manage the team and the tactical rotation and flexibility that he might need to employ as the season goes? Because that is very critical. Because how you flex your team and how you stretch them then leads to injuries. It leads to you taking risks that you're not meant to take on a normal day. And how confident are you in Arteta as a coach?
Mikel Arteta, I think one of the things that he's doing right now that I like about him that he was not doing is he has removed emotion as a manager. Before, Arteta is the kind of manager that if he likes you, he likes you. Whatever the fans are saying, he always believe in his opinion that whatever I say is fine as the manager. But now he's beginning to learn his lesson. The Arteta that I know before cannot remove Martinelli out of his squad. But right now, look at what is happening. The game against Manchester City, Martinelli was not there. The last game we played against Coventry, Martinelli was not there. He totally removed him and Gabriel Jesus out of the squad. That is a very strong message to them that you are not with us anymore. You are up for sale. Go and look for a club. But the Mikel Arteta that I know before, he will not. He will keep on renouncing them, bringing them, trying to show them that I love you, you Arsenal fan. Sorry, you Arsenal players.
Yeah.
But right now, he doesn't do with emotions anymore.
Okay.
Just like what is happening between Luis Kelly and Zubimendi right now. Arteta signed Zubimendi. Managers have this thing of whenever they spend money on a player, they will always want to prove points. This is my player. I know why I signed him.
Exactly.
They will keep on playing that player, even if that person is not doing well. They will keep on playing them just to prove the fact that yes, I did not waste this money. But now, if you can remember, at the end of last season, Martinelli, Zubimendi was down. He brought in Luis Kelly, and I think he played a very big role in what contributed to us winning that Premier League.
Absolutely.
So I think he can do the work. He can do it. Arteta does not deal with emotions anymore.